Welcome to my Passion Travel channel, the channel specializing in street food and travel. Tchapalo, fried fish balls. Tchapalo is a popular Ivorian street food, particularly in the northern regions of Côte d'Ivoire, including places like Korhogo. Tchapalo is essentially fried fish balls, and it's a flavorful and satisfying snack. Here's a basic recipe for making tchapalo. Ingredients: fresh fish, tilapia, or any white fish, or smoked fish onion, finely chopped garlic, minced ginger, grated green onions, finely chopped salt and pepper, to taste red chili powder or Scotch bonnet pepper, optional for heat. Cooking oil for frying flour for binding, optional. Instructions: prepare the fish. If using fresh fish, clean and debone it. If using smoked fish, remove the skin and bones. Mash or finely shred the fish into a bowl. Season the fish. Add chopped onions, minced garlic, grated ginger, green onions, salt, pepper, and any optional spices like red chili powder to the shredded fish. Mix the ingredients well, ensuring they are evenly distributed. You can also add a small amount of flour if needed to bind the mixture. Shape into balls. Take small portions of the mixture and shape them into small balls. You can use your hands or a spoon to form uniform balls. Heat the oil. In a deep frying pan or pot, heat cooking oil over medium-high heat. Fry the tchapalo. Once the oil is hot, carefully drop the fish balls into the oil. Fry them until they turn golden brown and are cooked through. Drain and serve. Use a slotted spoon to remove the fried fish balls from the oil and place them on paper towels to drain any excess oil. Serve. Tchapalo can be served hot as a snack or appetizer. It's often enjoyed with a side of spicy dipping sauce or a squeeze of lime. Djouka, spicy okra soup. Djouka is a traditional Ivorian dish, and it is particularly popular among the Senufo people in northern Côte d'Ivoire, including areas like Korhogo. Djouka is a spicy okra soup that features a combination of vegetables, spices, and typically includes meat or fish. Here's a basic recipe for making djouka. Ingredients: okra, fresh or frozen, chopped meat or fish, chicken, beef, or fish fillets, cut into pieces. Palm oil onions, finely chopped tomatoes, diced tomato paste, optional. Hot peppers or Scotch bonnet peppers, chopped, adjust to taste for spice. Garlic, minced ginger, grated stock or water salt and pepper to taste bouillon cube or seasoning, optional. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, or other greens, chopped, optional. Lemon or lime wedges for serving instructions. Prepare the okra. Wash the okra and chop it into small pieces. You can use fresh or frozen okra. Prepare the meat or fish. If using meat, cut it into bite-sized pieces. If using fish, clean and cut it into fillets. Cook the meat or fish. In a large pot, heat a bit of palm oil. Add chopped onions, minced garlic, and grated ginger. Sauté until the onions are translucent. Add the meat or fish pieces to the pot and brown them slightly. Add vegetables. Add diced tomatoes, hot peppers, and chopped okra to the pot. Stir well. Season the djouka. Season with salt, pepper, and any additional spices or seasonings you prefer. You can also add a bouillon cube or seasoning for extra flavor. Add liquid. Pour in enough stock or water to cover the ingredients. Bring the mixture to a boil. Simmer. Reduce the heat to low and let the djouka simmer until the okra is tender and the flavors have melted together. Optional additions. You can add leafy greens such as spinach or kale during the last few minutes of cooking for added nutrition. Serve. Djouka is typically served hot. It can be enjoyed on its own or with a side of rice or fufu. Sorbet Coco, Coconut sorbet, a delicious dessert option. Sorbet Coco refers to coconut sorbet, a refreshing and tropical frozen dessert made with coconut milk or coconut cream. It's a delightful treat, especially in warm climates. Here's a basic recipe for making coconut sorbet. Ingredients: 2 cups, coconut milk or coconut cream, 1 cup sugar, adjust to taste, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, optional, pinch of salt, shredded coconut for garnish, optional. Instructions: prepare the coconut mixture. In a mixing bowl, combine coconut milk or coconut cream with sugar. Stir until the sugar is dissolved. Add flavor, optional. If desired, add a teaspoon of vanilla extract for extra flavor. This step is optional, but can enhance the taste of the sorbet. Taste and adjust. Taste the mixture and adjust the sweetness according to your preference by adding more sugar if needed. Chill the mixture. Place the coconut mixture in the refrigerator and let it chill for at least 2-4 hours or overnight. This step is essential to ensure a cold base for the sorbet. Freeze in ice cream maker. Transfer the chilled coconut mixture to an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions. This usually takes about 20-30 minutes. Transfer to container. Once the sorbet reaches a soft serve consistency, transfer it to a lidded container. If you prefer a firmer sorbet, place it in the freezer for an additional 2-4 hours. Serve. Scoop the coconut sorbet into bowls or cones. Kossam, fried plantain chips. Kossam, in the context you mentioned, refers to fried plantain chips. Plantain chips are a popular snack in many West African countries, including Côte d'Ivoire. Here's a simple recipe for making fried plantain chips. Ingredients: ripe plantains, vegetable oil for frying salt, optional. Instructions: peel the plantains. Start by peeling the ripe plantains. You can use a knife to cut off the ends, make a shallow slit along the length of the plantain, and then peel off the skin. Slice the plantains. Use a knife or a mandolin slicer to thinly slice the plantains. Aim for uniform thickness to ensure even frying. Heat the oil. In a deep frying pan or pot, heat vegetable oil to medium-high heat. Fry the plantains. Carefully place the plantain slices into the hot oil, making sure not to overcrowd the pan. Fry until the plantains turn golden brown and crispy. Remove and drain. Once the plantains are fried to your liking, use a slotted spoon or tongs to remove them from the oil. Place them on a plate lined with paper towels to absorb excess oil. Season, optional. While the plantain chips are still warm, you can sprinkle them with salt or any desired seasoning to add flavor. Cool and serve. Allow the plantain chips to cool completely before serving. They can be enjoyed as a crunchy snack on their own or paired with a dip. Poulet Bicyclette, free-range chicken, often grilled or roasted. Poulet Bicyclette is not a specific dish, but rather a term used to describe free-range or backyard chickens, as mentioned earlier. However, I understand that in your list, you've associated Poulet Bicyclette with the preparation method of free-range chicken, often grilled or roasted. If you are looking for a recipe for preparing free-range chicken, particularly for grilling or roasting, here's a simple guide. Grilled free-range chicken recipe. Ingredients: free-range chicken, cut into pieces, olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, minced fresh herbs, thyme, rosemary, oregano, chopped salt and pepper to taste. Instructions: marinate the chicken. In a bowl, mix olive oil, lemon juice, minced garlic, chopped fresh herbs, salt, and pepper to create a marinade. Coat the chicken. Coat the free-range chicken pieces with the marinade, making sure each piece is well covered. Allow it to marinate for at least 30 minutes to let the flavors infuse. Preheat the grill. Preheat your grill to medium-high heat. Grill the chicken. Place the marinated chicken on the preheated grill. Grill each side until the chicken is cooked through and has a nice char, usually about 15-20 minutes, depending on the size of the pieces. Check for doneness. Ensure that the internal temperature of the chicken reaches a safe temperature, 165 degrees F or 74 degrees C. Serve. Once the chicken is cooked, transfer it to a serving plate. Garnish with additional herbs and serve with your favorite sides.